chat. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another live stream. Or if you're viewing this after we're done being live, what's up? Appreciate you being here. Get into Arc Raiders today. And I'm just waking up, so y'all gotta bear with me, man. Just waking up, so bear with me. With the bare arms. I don't know.
Come on.
Oh. Wait.
Hey,
quests.
got fresh explosives for sale.
I don't have any quests. Okay. You have quests.
If you're here to complain about the water, join the club.
I don't drink water.
I've been fielding complaints all day. Something is definitely up with it, and I need some help to sort it out.
Water. Contaminated. She's gonna give me mechanical pots. And I like the mechanical components. And the springs. Those are helpful. Civil gun parts can be helpful too.
I've put up a reward for anyone who can get me a sample
Definitely.
from the supply water intake.
Y'all let me know if my mic's too loud. I'm blowing out eardrums. Y'all let me know. Hope everybody's feeling fantastic today. And if you're not, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna power through it together. We're gonna do it, okay? We got this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Focus. Just gotta focus. Gotta focus. You know what I'm saying? Prioritize. Inventory check. Always manageable. Always important. Let's get into it. I got a load out already ready. I think I'm gonna craft some attachments though. I think I'm going to. Gear bench? No, which bench is it? The gunsmith. That's right. We want the light mag, but we can't make that, so we're gonna track that. We can make that because we got plenty of duct tape. And then, dang, dude, we gotta track these. It sucks that once you make the thing you're tracking, it untracks it. It needs to just stay tracked or let me manually track the parts that I need. Like each individual part should be trackable and not just the recipe itself. I feel like that's something that needs to be honed in on, but we might see it in a later update. All we've seen right now is hot fixes. Hot freaking fixes. Whoops. Forget. Don't forget. Completely free way to support the stream. Like and subscribe. You know, lets me know that you guys like what I'm putting down, hanging out with me, chilling here. You know, getting into the gamages, bro, because gaming is life. Gaming is 100% life. Do I have any keys? Let me check. I do. I'll bring a Raider Hatch key. Damn staff room. Read that damn staff room key. I don't know where that goes. It unlocks a door in the research administration building on damn battleground. You know what? I'm doing a loot run. I'm gonna do some loot runs. I'm gonna go get some springs, some other things that I have for crafting, that I need for crafting. If we just go in, get some loot. Go and get some loot. Main objective, not try to engage too much with enemies that, or people where it's not going to benefit us. Well. Oops.
Tianwen calling. Remember, you're looking for a first wave battleground. There might be junk around, but look for anything that stands out.
Oh, nice. Dude, I'm fresh in the server, dude. It's gonna be a good little loot run. Okay. Welcome. Your head on a swivel. Keeping the head on a swivel. Get that in a second. Yes, sir. Definitely need those. What am I doing? Did I bring that key? No, I didn't. Okay. For these, we're just gonna bam. And they let me up, let me up, let me up. You don't see anything. Is that a meteor shower? What is that? What is that? UFOs. Dark Raiders. No, for real, what is that though? Where'd they go? I don't know. I don't know where they went. Oh, dead bodies. That's over there by the exit. Not good to run out of stamina. Or run while you're out of stamina. It's always good to find a little spot to chill. That was loud. Maybe it's sorry. Patch it. To be able to run up this wall. Right here in this spot. Sick. Okay, I'm not gonna waste too much time doing that. Uh-oh. What the heck is this? Oh my god, where's the... Okay. And the intake. I didn't realize this is where I needed to be. Find the intake to the district water supply. Where'd that be at? I don't know if I want to go this way. I don't like doing quests while I'm looting. I like to do either or.
I need a first wave compass.
Oh, shush. Find the intake
Got some things to do.
to the district water supply. I wonder where that's at. Shit. Oh, that bad of a shot. Cavalry's here. Gotta get to that building. Wonderful. What do you want? Doesn't have to be this way. Yeah, taste that. Taste it. We could have worked together. We could have worked together. You've become the very thing you swore to destroy. Sad. It was a dumb thing to do. You had no cover yourself. I feel like he was dumb. Dumb. Sorry, I gotta plug my phone in, otherwise it's gonna die. Hold on. Sorry about that. Well, that was that. Let's go back. See if we can get back to that spot. See if I get back to that spot. What? No. So we already got one, and we have another one. We have to go. There we go. I do need more light ammo. Put some heavy in there. Workshop. No, I need the gun. Well, I guess I can craft it right here. I don't understand why these aren't in the, like these things right here aren't just in here. I kind of feel like it's misorganized. Augments, we'll take them with me. Screw it. Oops. Night shield. I never put those on my gun. I just crafted them. Well, now we have them. Okay. Healing supplies. Whoops. No. Healing supplies. Love that sound effect. I don't know why. Give me some jolt mines. Give me some throwables. Lure grenades. Let's see what we can do with them. Maybe cause some ruckus. Somebody else. For a change. Like nobody got my loot. Unless, you know, someone happens to go and come across our dead bodies. But nobody got the loot, so that's good. That's why I wish there was an insurance system. So if you did die in the raid with stuff and nobody got your stuff out, you could pay somebody to go get said stuff. Really want that to be a thing. I'm gonna go in. Where's the damn? Screw it. Unlocks a door in the research and administration building on damn Battleground. Just a door. That's not good enough for me. Okay, my keyboard is messing me up. Hold on. There we go. I need to tie. I have a zip tie for that. I do. I need to tie my cord because it keeps falling on my keyboard. The cord to my mic does. You ever just need more desk space? Oh, wow. Everything's floating. See what we got.
Celeste speaking. The water intake is in the flood access tunnel.
It's like right there.
Go to that location.
Topside where the water's reliably clean. Or used to be, anyway.
I think they're like 5 pounds. Jesus. We go this way.
Let's move to that location.
Go round and then straight in. Magnet. Don't see any searchable containers. What's up there? What's that? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ooh. Thank you. Not getting the speakers because I got plenty of them. What is that noise? The generator here. What the heck do I... What is that for? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, he's turning. Okay, cool. Pretty cool little ruins out here. He is circling that area. Not good. Barely ever search the cars. Hey, no, that's not a rare cache. Really need those. Should have leveled up my Stitcher. Probably need to be on the other side of this bridge. Oh god. Okay, that did not work. Oh god. Greetings and salutations. What's up, David? Please don't see me. Over here doing some questing. We got 20 minutes. Get some stamina real quick. God, they're coming this way. Yeah, it's Arc Raiders. Oh, somebody's leaving. Change my map location to here.
Go to that location.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this in one round. Because... Oh my god, dang it. See if this is good enough. Maybe. Don't need the attention. Fantasy nerd, whatever. Where'd he go? Does that get his attention? Already have that. Dang it. Any blueprint I don't have. Uh-oh. Your metal steps. Definitely below me. He left his door open. Eyes are trained on your position. Got my eyes on me. Yeah, appreciate you coming by, fans. Hope your day's going good. Weekend's just getting started. Got any plans? Probably should have engaged that guy, but making it out's the name of the game. I got 15 minutes. Just see if that spot's looted over here, and then I'm gonna come back to this raider hatch.
Head home at the pump house hatch.
I have a hatch key. Yeah. Go ahead and loot this little area right here. What the fuck? What? No. Are you game? This game. Bad game. Dude, am I gonna really die this way? I pressed the space bar. Oh, I'm fighting. Dang it. I forgot I had lure grenades on me. I totally forgot about those. Split second too late. I like how there's actually an effect on the water with fans from the drums. Man, could have got the raider hatch when I had a chance. Whatever. If I'm invited anywhere, I'm gonna be lurking. Appreciate the lurk. It's a true supporter. Those that lurk. Lurk squad. And that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate, man. I was hoping to at least sell the blueprint. I mean, it's at least worth 5K. Something like that. Or, you know, sometimes I like to save them as gifts for when I go into a squad. And then just give them to people that don't have them. But I always seem to find the same ones. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to find, I've heard many different things where to find them, but I need to know where blueprints are because I have level 3 benches and no way to do anything that the level up required. If that makes sense. I don't think I have. Nope, I don't have any more magnets. I need a magnet. Let me talk to Celeste real quick.
Can I help you?
Go ahead and get 5 of them.
There you go.
Oh, thanks. Get the looting. Looks like the looting. I like the looting one. Gives the most space. And has extra safe pocket. You know, augment slots. I wish these were spots for grenades, but we'll take the trinkets. The trinket slots. Okay, we know lure grenades save our butt, so they're good to have. Also smoke grenades. I don't feel like I made the best decisions in that moment. Oh my god. I think we just need about 80 rounds for the Renegade. Get a Stitcher. Need the light ammo. Oops. Yeah, I need your stuff. Ain't that the truth, man? Man, I really wish we could just... I probably need more rounds than that, actually. I wish I could just right-click it and craft more. Like a craft more option right here would be cool. Because, I mean, I already have the ability to craft it. Why do I have to go to the workbench? It just needs to be, like, somewhat more integrated. Oh, I need medium. Let me get... That'll be good. Some more ammo in there. Now we need our defenses. We're gonna bring a grenade for sure. No, we're not gonna bring a grenade. With them. Excuse me. I'm gonna get about 5 of them. You ever feel like you're just not prepared enough ever? Another thing that's confusing is this symbol and the classification of quick use when it should be like there should be an explosive category for the grenades as well as like because this is the medical symbol and that's where you craft them. It's not in a quick use crafting, you know, and these are in explosives. I can craft these. There's differentiation between the two. I would like that same thing here. So when I click like just because they are quick use items, but I wish there were just a differentiation between which type. One's a grenade and one's a healing item. What kind of grenades can I craft? It sucks I can't craft a lure grenade. That sucks. Sticky grenades. Crude explosives, that's all we need.
Still around?
Can't get that here, but I can buy it or make it from the refiner, I think. Yes. No. Ain't got no more lure grenades. Oh, I think we have one. Do we have one? Seeing it. Yes, there it is. Bam. Nothing prepares you the most when you're facing death. No, it's a true reveal of a character. It's when you're facing death. And I'm going to upgrade you. See, I can upgrade this, but I can't craft more ammo. But that's still a thing that happens at a bench. Oh, it just takes you to the bench. Well, then why can't I do the craft more and it just take me to the bench, the appropriate bench for the ammo? You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. One more time. Is it still around? No. Pretty square. Bring some of these. I'll bring some of those. Little firecrackers. Reminds me of those fireworks you just like, little things you throw on the ground. They go. Okay, what do I need? Should I make? I have a renegade. Let's see about getting the, because the it's not a gear bench. I need to go to the gunsmith, so I need mod components and more wires. I can craft lure grenades. See, that's confusing. I'm gonna craft another one. Oh, it would already went. Okay. Now I need. We'll be right back, guys. Give me a second. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Why not take you to the thing where I need to craft more? I feel like it should just be more useful than that. And having, you know, a blueprint section inside of here, wherever that was at. Like utility station, that's where you craft your blueprints. And I'm like, why didn't you just put the blueprints, what category it is? It is like grenade. That's a grenade. That's a grenade. Put it with the grenades. That doesn't make sense. And that's a blueprint right here. You know what I'm saying? But it's in with the grenade. It's just kind of confusing. Oh, they're all blueprints. Okay, I see that now. They are all blueprints. I'm learning, okay? Leave me alone. Jeez. I think we're good. We got the ammo. We got everything we need. Go back to dam. Go dam it up. Dun dun. Take a lighter. do this real quick. Go back to the game. Look. Oh my. It's your first time seeing Arc Raiders? Well, I'm glad I could be the first person to show you the Arc Raiders game. Glad you're here, man. Fancy nerd. Or missus. I don't know. Sorry. Bro. I'm not a cat. See a laser on the wall. There's a sniper in the building. The Arc Raiders is really fun. It took a lot of people by surprise. Like one of my friends, Reviving. To go check him out. He's on YouTube as well. But yeah, he didn't think he was gonna like it. Then he got it, just to, play with me. And he's like, dude, I love this game. Can't get enough of it. It just appeals to those that love to go in and get loot. And you don't have to be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be this person that's just going to be an all-out, just freaking Giga Chad player of a, type of player that goes in and has to. Oh my God! What? No! I just came in. I have nothing. A freaking free loadout. What's that? Leave me alone! Oh. I don't trust it! I don't get back to that back. Shot me in the back like a coward. You suck. At least you're honest. Welcome to Arc Raiders. Dude, I went like 5 feet. That has never happened before. Peace is such a fickle thing. It quickly disappears as fast as gun smoke. Chat, what do you fucking think about that? There you go. Peace was never an option. That's how I see it. That's how I see it too. Sorry. I'm mad about it. A little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Because it was unfair. It's unfair. No. That was just I've never gotten an encounter that quickly, that fast, when after spawning. And I feel like if I had just not said anything, he wouldn't even known I was there. Which is weird on his part. Like, that. How did you not know I was there? I didn't know he was there though. Like, I just never spawned that close to somebody before. I feel like we all spawned at the same location for some reason. That was really weird. I'm tired of these in 1 round missions and then it giving me like fucking 15 things to do. Like, what the? Stop it. So that's my biggest, I guess my biggest takeaways on the game right now is the fact that blueprints, the things that you want to craft, like once I'm able to craft this and I have the requirements and I craft it, the tracked resource goes away. And I feel like we need to be able to specifically craft every single item as I want to. Maybe limit it to a certain amount, like you can only craft like, or, you know, track 10 things or whatever, you know what I'm saying? There has to be a limit. But I want to be able to track resources individually and not in groups or within the blueprint, or maybe both and, you know, it needs to be both and. Man, help me make a decision on what I need to do. I want to get a new skin. And I already got 850 and I'm trying to get the rest of the deck. Maybe I can get some more deck items. Like the other deck items that I need, because I'm trying to get that other cred. Look, it comes with lure grenades and it comes with a tactical MK. What can you do when there's nothing you do? You do what you can do. That's what I'm saying. Like when you've done all that you can do, you just stop doing. You just wait. You know what I'm saying? All right, I don't understand how I got this item, this clothing thing, without buying it. I never bought it, but it's for sale of the deck, and I've never spent money on the game. So somehow I got this outfit already. I believe it's the same outfit that I have. If it's not, then I'm tripping. But I'm trying to just spend all the credit, and so I can get this, I've got to spend 150 to unlock it. I'll go ahead and spend this 70. So I can actually, I'm gonna buy something that I need, because these things do come with some pretty good. Look, I got 3 more showstoppers in there, dude. Or that's wolf packs. I'm sorry, not showstoppers. What am I talking about? I'm just freeloading out. I'm just gonna freeload out it. I don't feel like taking the time to craft up a bunch of stuff. Well, that's just my face without the mask on. Hold on, I have to know. I have to know. Okay. Because isn't this? Oh God, I thought I stopped it. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta. Whoa, my hair was. It's coming through. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure it out. If that's if there's something different about that outfit that I'm not realizing on why it's, because it's the same outfit, it's just a different color variation of the outfit that I'm wearing. Yay. Got a one-shot gun. Got a one-shot. Let me one-shot Jack. Gimme. And we'll take the freaking cloth. Take it. I need the magnets. I keep finding magnets and losing them. I need the magnets, man. They keep taking them from me. They keep taking my junk, man. It's like the game's just like one big garage sale where you could just go in and grab a bunch of junk. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of somebody else's junk. Except for it's like Western and you have a gun. You can murder. Oh, sorry. Where's the thing at? Where's it at? The rock's on fire. Where's the thing at? Okay. How did you know I was here? Dude, fake friendlies are a heck of a thing. feel like a sand person from Star Wars. How is that not like a kill shot?
Gotcha, bitch! We're both gonna die! Ew. Both of us get nothing. Everybody dies.
Stop it, bro. Freaking me out, dude. Don't do that in the camera because I don't know if it's gonna do anything to it. Where's my, what am I doing? Oh, bam. I'm back. Forgot I turned that off. For real, dude. I will straight up Switzerland this shit and blow it to shit. Just so nobody else can have it. You know, that's their defense, by the way, if nobody knows that. They just like implode all trade routes and all the mountains. They just like cave in on the fucking city if you try to take that place. Yes, I forgot I turned it off. That's my bad. Thank you for that, fantasy.
The fantasy nerd.
Are you a fellow content creator, Mr. Fantasy? Mrs.? I said Mr. I'm sorry. I don't mean to gender stereotype. Uh-oh. Okay. We got an even worse weapon. Okay, I need to pay attention. I got a door blocker. We do have a snap blast grenade, so that's going to do some damage. We got one shield recharger. I think this round's going to be the round. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a round. I don't know. I might regret this.
Just give me that.
See, I got to go back and... At least I know I need it, though. Like, crude explosives are part of a blueprint that I am tracking. Oh, God. But because I crafted that item, it untracked it. So now I have to try to pay attention that I actually need them. I just usually pay attention to the little eyeball that you see on it. No, there's nothing up here. There's eggs. Can I get up here? I don't think there's going to be anything up here. Oh, God. Oh, God. Where am I going? Oh, I'm in a fantastic place.
Let's move to that location.
Parkour! I was just here. Keep spawning in this location. I feel like everybody else does too. Give me a blueprint. Come on. How long do I plan on streaming? I don't know. Going until I go no more, my friend. Could be on for a couple hours though. Oh, that's super close. Open. We're gonna need to play this one safe, boys. What am I tracking the rubber parts for? Looting MKs. Okay, it's probably the looting MKs. Whoops. Take it. We'll take it. What do I do with that? Recycled into chems. Okay, we're just gonna... Hey. That'll come in handy. Now let me... Salvage, excuse me. Oh god, that's not a light ammo. Nah, I just fucked myself. I got 12 bullets, boys. And a dream. Hello? Now look, I'm gonna loot this up. See if I get something out of it. Okay. Y'all leave me alone now. I'm gonna make a bunch of freaking noise. Over here, bang on stuff real quick. For to leave at the people's house. Can't exist. I heard that. I'm a generous being of knowledge. Light ammo. Give me light ammo. No light ammo. Giving ourselves a good challenge here. That's it. See a leaper. That thing is moving. Got 20 and 12, dude, and then I'm screwed. I have any lures? No lures. I'm dropping this. Put that there. Maybe I should take that. Maybe. I know there is little bots I can loot over here that I do have light in. This snitch is not my friend right now, dude. I'm just gonna I'm running out of stamina, so I'm gonna take cover. That's what I'm not wanting right now. I do not want it. I'm tempted to hit the supply drop, but I'm not going to. Nice. I would take that and then that. Coming up. We're coming up. We're coming up. Now we just gotta make it out. Okay? We can just make it out with what we got. Be happy. Yeah, definitely learned from last time that be quiet. Go slow. What I'm not going to do is divide my attention right now, and I'm just going to get out.
Head home at the Red Lake balcony lift.
It's either you go in knowing you're... Bro, that freaking tumbleweed. Swear it was a character vaulting or whatever it is, rolling around, somersaulting. need you guys to believe in me. No. 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 I just freak load out. Okay, thank you for going through the trees. And now we chill. $21. Good. Thank you. Y'all have faith in me. What the? Just listening for any sign. I'm gonna book it. I'm gonna up around the back side of the building. Stay along the shoreline. Hopefully nobody sees me from the windows. Here we go. We're not gonna get loot hungry. We're not gonna load the tower. Just gonna rude. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. No snitches, no drones. Get stamina. Oh, perfect. Somebody already pushed the button. Now we just gotta go. You can never be the first person to press the button. Everybody else is just waiting for you to press the button. Now you done did it, buddy. Here we go. It's the moment of truth, y'all. Can I squeeze? How you doing? I was really tempted to throw that grenade in there. Got some useful items in there. Okay, I can use it. Nice. Sweet, I'll be having a dirty face. That's what I've always wanted. I don't know where you guys are out right now, but freaking cold over here. I'm like freezing my butt off right now. I've never used a door blocker, but I feel like it can be useful, especially if you go into like a locked room and you want to keep people out. But usually that means that there's no other exit. That's the one you got to use. I don't know how long it takes to to deploy them. So if you're in a hurry, is it going to be a viable thing to do? Berletta. Usually just recycle these ones. I don't use the Berlettas, but I will take the mechanical components because those help me craft other guns. Dang. Whew, we need some of them. Need some of them bad boys. Where's the handle? There it is. Yeah, I need one more. Man, I wish there was a requirement to, like, would go down. It is true. It's true. I'm gonna go craft one more of these just so I can get the anvil. I love the anvil. Gotta love it. They did a good job designing these weapons. Okay, now what does it take to upgrade it? See, it takes 3 mechanical components just to upgrade. Like, man, why can't it be? Because you don't come across these a lot. You know, you just don't. Or at least I haven't. So I wish it could just be like arc alloy or just metal. Simple gun parts and metal to upgrade it. Once after, I understand 5 to craft it, but then after that, getting more of these just to freaking, like, that's so much. I know I can craft them. Pretty easy to craft. Not gonna lie, but you do gotta be maintaining having metal parts. See if it takes 3 more to upgrade it. Okay. So that does make sense. Make it a little more shiny. And then you get into the heavy gun parts. That's crazy. But why? Yeah, it is a heavy weapon. That's right. That's right. Jolt mine and medium shield. How many batteries do I have? Where are they at? 12. Can we stack in another one? Yes, we can. We're gonna go probably get into a whole stack and then stop. Collecting those. These are pretty good to have. I forgot we could search those down things and get those. Now we're gonna put that up. Probably gonna use this in the round that we're about to go into. The quick use. With that. Let's see if I can craft more of these. And I have 3, so we just need 2. Oh yeah. Oh. Craft more of these. Oh, going in with a bang. And then we go to ammunition. Workbench. Might as well. Oh. Good. Is this a grenade slot? No, what is this? Utility, deployable utility items. What is that? Is that like the barricade? Mines, okay. Gotcha. Like this, yeah. Gas grenade traps. Why not? And then we'll go in with a staff room key. Alright, I'm gonna go use the restroom. I will be back in just a minute. Bear with me. Just bear with me. Oops. Good investment. This thing is a shiny. I got a shiny Stitcher, dog. Got one more slot. I just love the soundtrack to this game. They did a good job with it. I go into Trente. Alright, we're gonna go in with the damn staff room key. We can make these, so I'm just gonna put it in here, so I'm not worried about that. I want to find out what the patrol car key is for. Maybe I'll look that up. Maybe just maybe YouTube that one real quick. I don't usually like doing that. I like to explore. Dude. We got 2 night raids going on right now. We got night raid Buried City in an hour 44. Just can't be afraid, man. Can't be afraid. Wait. We're gonna do what I was gonna do earlier. Look at those outfits. That's yellow with the black stripe. What's in the deck? That's right. Yeah, I don't see a difference. I just do not see a difference. It's so funny when my head works through like that. Damn staff room key. Where was it?
Red alert, Raiders.
Research and
Spotted a
administration.
harvester in your area. A queen is guarding it with her life. Only engage if you've brought your best gear,
Right.
lots of backup.
Let's go to
a very
research and
good plan.
administration.
What is it? What is it? Oh. So this one's making the same noise as that thing over there. I wonder what it's for. I'm gonna buy it either way. I'm gonna buy the dang thing either way. What the f- God. Does not sound fun. Signs of life. No, 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 no. Get behind the wall. I don't need mouse. You really think they're different? What ways did you see by making them different? A bombardier. Is that a leaper? I can't see it. What the fuck? What is it? Well. Looks like the jacket was different. It's a different headgear. It just looked like I took my mask off. That's why I just thought it was just my face, because that's what it looked like. It's looted. Somebody is pissing that thing off. Hopefully, anybody is anybody, it would be over there. Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh, I love you too, man. Yeah, I don't want to be your friend. Please go. Great. The cops are here. I'm just gonna buy it and I'm gonna see what it does. There's no way it's any. I don't know. I don't know. I just want a different skin. So I'm just gonna try to get a little bit more cred or a little bit tokens and then purchase one of the good skins. Maybe let me buy some more coins and then give me a good one. And I want to watch the battle if there's something going on. I got 10 minutes. I gotta go. That's cool, man. Oh. Tempted to just pop one and run. For real, man. Always got the buzz. Okay, I'm just gonna go up here and... Okay, missed. Wait, is there a weapon crate over here? Something? No. Oh, I don't get stamina on the zip line. Crap. Oh.
An arc orbits en route. The safe window is closing. 10 minutes to return to Speranza. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Am I stuck on something? What the fuck? These drawers are looted. Oh my god, thank you. The drawers are always good to search. I don't know why. More than the breach containers. I've heard that, and then I keep finding that to be true. Okay, I need to get out of here. I don't have time for this.
Head home at the Red Lake balcony lift.
Wait a minute.
Head home at the Red Lake's hatch.
That's where the thing is.
Let's head home at the Red Lake balcony lift.
Oh. I don't know which way is faster, to whip my camera or slide and then turn. Ooh. Why are they spawning? I'm stuck. This is a terrible spot to be in. Yay. 7 minutes. Get to the bush, get to the bush, get to the bush. Jump. Hell no.
Better.
Sounds like people are getting all of the attention away from me. Might be in a good spot. Oh,
Dead body.
I'm gonna be the sucker real quick. Why don't you go? Oh my god. Somebody's trying to take it out. gonna help him out. Press this button for him.
Your call is elevator incoming. Hang in there.
Oh shit. All that dust and stuff
All
hit the
Raiders,
screen.
we have
That's
Ark
cool.
on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find a way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
Hey, what's up, guys? Like they know. Wait. I'm there. Oh, bitch. Play a little game real quick, huh? Gonna play this game real quick, huh? Got it. We're gone. That would be funny if they gave you some sort of cover like that you could hide among the rubble with. But that would be very OP. I got another Blue Gate cellar key. Oh yeah. Let's go. $23. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, they have that in the game called Scum. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. That is a great game. I do play it a lot. But they just implemented not too long ago the trash ghillie. They had other ghillies for wilderness and stuff like that, but there's a trash ghillie now. That's pretty cool. You can craft it if you find all the correct items. It's pretty cool. I want to get past this one. I'm gonna get up to this one. That one's 3 deep breaths. Fuse when, oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that there was a perk for that. I was talking about that. Definitely. Stubborn mule. I like that. While being over encumbered, it's less affecting on my stamina. Super helpful. And there's another thing with the crafting stuff. I want to, oh, if I need that, let me just craft it real quick. If I have the ability, just let me craft it right here. I can't remember how many it said. Because I want the fire rate increased. Just like 50% is so much better, and it looks better too. I wish you could paint it just as like cool gunmetal colors. Nothing too extravagant, nothing too shiny, nothing too like crazy bright colors or anything like that. But having a differentiation of colors and colored options for the guns would be cool, like black. Like if you could find, even if you could just have to find like rare spray cans or something in the game, that would be so cool. Love the chicken pet. Yeah, Scrappy. I wish you could choose a different pet, like a cat or something, just to give him options as well. That was another thing. But, you know, we'll take good old Scrappy. What he does is he collects stuff. I actually got to train him up. I need 2 more comfy pillows, which reviving is going to be giving me unless I find them. So I guess I'm going to go into some residential areas. Go to What do I got on me? Get some more heavy ammo. Yeah, but you don't want to give them too much of an exploit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to give people too much of an exploit. It can be very easily abused, and you never know what enables people to actually do. Hey, look, it gave me 100 more coins, so I have 950 Raider tokens. I'm a rich man. No. Let's go into the store. Dude, I can get the Midnight Rooster, dude. It's pretty cool looking. Not gonna lie. That's cool. And you can get like different ornaments for it, which is really cool. I wish this would show me what the outfit looked like. It just gives me the skin of the backpack and the trinkets and the ornaments for that. But it doesn't give me... It doesn't let me preview that. I have to buy it. I kind of want it because I like that. I like the little basket thing. Looks cool. Never replace him. Scrap's a good boy. You got it. You're right. Choke that chicken all the time, bro. Got 950, dog. That's so cool. See, I can't see what this looks like. Let me go into the actual closet here. Where's the farmer set? Is the farmer set in here? Like if I do get one, I think it like I need 50 more and then I can get this sweet ninja one. I would obviously, I mean, I like the hat too, but I mean, just this right here, like, look at that, dude. Ooh, looks bad as shit, dude. Just need 50 more, so I might just spend a little bit of money and actually get just a little bit more. But I'm not paying full price. But I also want this one too, the torpedo outfit, because that looks so cool. Looks very, almost looks like a Power Ranger, I want to say. But is the farmer one in here? Which one? The macrame? Torpedo, chat. Which one? It sucks it doesn't come with a backpack. Looks none of these actually come with a backpack. But I guess that's the whole set, really. Booney's pretty cool too. I like this little part right here covers your face. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to get that wrong. Oops, I didn't mean to change my face. Hairstyles. I want the mohawk, man. Harvester's still there. We didn't get to do our key, man. I didn't get to do the key. Because I found another key. Heard that. Yeah, I would never known the difference unless you told me. Yes, you're good. I'll go work.
Let's go to research and administration.
Straight into the danger.
Remember, you're looking for a first wave battleground. There might be junk around, but look for anything that stands
It's actually
out.
not what I'm doing right now. Oh, hello. How do I get through this? What? I'm stuck. I don't need that. I don't need that. Those mushrooms. Which is just really just need comfy pillows. Am I by a residential area? That's up
Let's go
here.
to that location.
They came for the key.
Go to research and administration.
I do think the macrame, it looks cooler. I think I might go for it. And it's a little bit cheaper too. So we talking pockets over here. See if I can go. Okay. It made no noise. Is that at me? Yes, it was. Is he aggro to something? Okay. Kind of hoping more of a good slide, but heard that fantasy. What? Oh.
Head home at the Red Lake balcony lift.
Fuck, it's closed. No stamina. Thank God for this building right here. Gotta be quick. Damn, what the heck? I didn't see you at all. Good job. Scared the hell out of me. I just had a feeling. My goodness, I was hungry. Would you like to finish that? Would you like to finish that? The thang. The thang. The thang. The thang. My bad. Dude, I got so many rubber farts. Oh dang, I need two of them. Go ahead and in it. Whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do something here. Would love to find this blueprint. Be amazing. Yeah.
Raider. Thanks.
Bing. Wait, does she sell? She does. Excuse me. Oh, wow. There's 3 in inventory, man.
Don't go causing any trouble.
But tell me to live my life. It's my and then we can just do it. Do. We go craft that one. That one. Damn. All right, y'all can give me just a minute. Be right back. Bow. All right.
Enough is enough.
You know what I'm saying?
I have prepared a Thomas's breakfast for you to savor together.
I did not mean to do that.
Hello and welcome back to Embark Studios here in Stockholm, Sweden. In our last video we explored the original concept for Ark Raiders, an epic co-op machine hunting multiplayer game that never quite found its feet. The Ark Raiders that exist today emerged from that idea, but while the team at Embark had a world, a handful of enemy types, and a lot of tools and technology built, from a gameplay perspective they were essentially starting from scratch. Over the next few years they would have to establish how PvP could make the project more interesting, and then craft levels, enemies, and mechanics around that concept. This would prove to be the most challenging time in the project's history. Embark had launched the finals earlier than planned, which had given the Ark Raiders team a bit more runway. But now, years into development, the clock was ticking louder than ever. In this video, we're going to cover several fascinating aspects of game design that happened in this period, from how the game looks and sounds, to how the level
Thank you.
levels were split apart and reassembled, the work that went into wrapping all of this into an extraction shooter form with interesting progression, what happened when they made the decision to drop free to play, and a lot more. But before the team could get to any of that, they'd have to answer one fundamental question. What aspects of the original Pioneer concept would be retained, and what new ideas would come to the table?
Love watching these, man.
A lot of people will leave the planet when it goes south. So we call that the exodus in our lore. And then we have the ecological collapse itself, the depopulation across the globe. And then we start our game much, much later when we are following a generation of people who has no concept of the world that we live in today. So we don't want to carry this sense of loss. We needed to establish that the machines themselves were able to dominate the surface. Naturally, we will be the one underground. If you want something from the top side, you ask a raider.
If we were to have a world realistically depicted in what had happened in this world, there would be nothing left. So we'd taken loads of liberties in having things still have a material quality and a sort of nice appeal to it. You try to have this approach of having very naturalistic lighting. And that, for one, brings out a lot of inherent qualities in the things. We don't use a lot of color grading or anything like that because we want to balance everything to have a very naturalistic look. And then we can sort of push the things that need pushing in order to achieve this sort of contrast in between.
First of all, we needed to understand this new category of games. We spent a lot of time playing that. And for me, that was fairly easy. I played a lot of extraction shooter games before. And there's great competitors out there, and there's great games out there. So what can we learn? And we knew from the beginning that the world and its narrative wanted to be, there was something in the market that we felt like there isn't really a game here that speaks to you in that way. So if you're interested in this world and exploring it and learning more about its events and maybe participating yourself in the events of this world, that felt like a pretty clear opportunity for us instinctively. A lot of us were just feeling that needed to be there.
They did a damn good job.
The original version of Ark Raiders was based in one massive open world map, but to make a game about looting and finding cover and exploring and listening to threats, the team was going to have to take an entirely new approach to level design. So what areas from Pioneer's world could they reuse, and where would they have to start from scratch?
how would the levels in Arc Raiders look and play?
So initially we have this massive world. That was the initial ambition, that every map that we have now would be a server, and then it would be like a battle royale, sending you to the center where the big robot would be, and we would kill the servers as they would go, and so on.
Then after the pivot, obviously two things came up. A game that is about looting, where looting is central. It sort of implies
This person has tattoos.
that there is a density in the world. Even if you go into a sort of singular room or an apartment, it needs to hold up for a player's expectations of exploration.
I can't remember the exact number, but we used to have just a wide open world level where all these places existed. And I think today a single one of our maps has more props and actors in it than the whole of that world ever did by a factor of 2 or 3. So we inherited what we call Dam and Spaceport from Pile 1. But they've seen tremendous work put into them because those were obviously made for a very different game that didn't involve loot or interacting with the environment or even doors for that matter. It didn't exist back then.
Because we didn't have interiors, all buildings were empty, there was no props, because the game was not a game about the interiors, it was about moving towards the center, so we didn't care if there was a bed in... we still don't have toilets in our game, that's a nice curiosity. Back in the day, we didn't even have fall damage in the game. So at the first map that is very horizontal, Spaceport, you could jump from the towers, shooting and gunning and all of that, right? So I had to change a bunch of those things.
Huge
and
game
wait for it to
mechanic
go down.
And then Spaceport's much wider open in terms of its spacing, so there's a lot of open ground that's exposed, and there's some tunnels and cover to make your way between places, but it becomes a bit more of a risk thing. So you see players kind of moving in rings around places and then finding their ingress and doing what they can, and then trying to get back out again. So it becomes a bit harrowing, especially as the round progresses, where players naturally start collapsing toward the middle, as opposed to Dam, where everyone sort of either swaps sides or stays mixed into the geography around the area. But in terms of gameplay, the Dam we're slating that for kind of our first map players get contact with. It has kind of a lot of easier affordances for a new player. It's got drastic height differences between like kind of the two halves of the map. It's got a good mix of interior and exterior. In the inheritance of Dam and Spaceport in particular, it was tricky over time to morph geometry and things in those levels to work for this type of game, because PvP especially was never a consideration for those. So suddenly things like sightlines and approach angles and dead ends and everything became much more critical to worry about, and making sure the affordance of PvP was correct. And it's even trickier when we have a third-person camera, which affords corner peeking and things like that.
And then Buried City, which is the last one that we've made, is made for this game. It's a more indoors actually map, and a lot of parkour, even though it's not a game about parkour, but there is a lot of ways for you to use the ceilings and the rooftops. It's a more PvP prone map, since it's the one we did with PvP in mind. The other two we adapted for it.
We knew the post-pivot that we needed one contrasting map that would be telling players more clearly that it's set on Earth. Because I think those monolithic structures, if you squint, you go, are we on Mars or are we on? So we wanted to ground the game on Earth, and this game is set in the south of Italy, deeply inspired by that region. And there's a volcano there, and there's a certain biome there, and also to sort of distinguish ourselves from other sort of post-apocalyptic worlds, which is usually sort of America-centric. So we started building out this other world that is Buried City.
Where you can spend most of the round in only 1 or 2 buildings if you're really trying to, and hearing other players on other floors or building across an alley. And it's kind of an interesting mix between modern structures of like a hospital or a shopping center, and then because our game's based in Italy, it's a lot of old town, like rustic structures, and they're all collapsed and destroyed, and the city itself is half buried in sand. So sometimes you'll walk straight onto a rooftop, go into a building, and then come out on the first floor that is still on a sand dune somewhere, and then worm your way even further through some buildings and end up finally on street level near a park. We had people on the project who were very ingrained in that game loop of I'm running across massive environments and scaling buildings and firing rocket launchers at things to this much more slow-paced, tactical, thoughtful gameplay. And we shifted kind of very gradually over time, and you'd still get pockets of like, oh, this feels bad, and trying to like shift the mentality from bombastic robot fights to tension-filled rounds to get through. So it was definitely a challenge to build things in a way that helped us transition from one to the other. And there's a lot of legacy stuff even today that we still have to parse through, that is a holdover from what the game was to what it needs to become.
Can't wait to see what that
I
is.
mentioned it in the opening of this series that I was a massive admirer of many of the team members at Embark, but there's actually one particular team in the studio who I've been dying to interview for years. Several members of the Arc Raiders audio team were previously part of the audio department at DICE, responsible for the award-winning soundscapes of those early Battlefield games, a series that pioneered brutally realistic weapon sounds. The audio design in Arc Raiders is critical to the experience, communicating so much to the players about the threats around them. But before we dive into that, I want to first know why realistic weapon noises have been a hallmark of this team.
It was very different at the time. So I think a lot of people reacted to it just sounding different. And by that time, not even movies had gone that route, really. So it was sort of a novel thing, I guess. I did service in the Swedish military because I'm so old that it was like a mandatory thing, because I was a sniper in the military, so we had to do lots of shooting and shooting different weapons, and also sabotage things, so we had to blow things up.
It's a crazy background.
I sort of had a quite clear view of how violent the whole experience is, and it like really just turns your gut inside out. I see it as it's 50% of the experience. I mean, you see it and you hear it. So it has to be there. I think for me, the ultimate goal is that players completely forget about them playing a game. I just want them to be in a world that they think is there. And I think with sound you can get far, because we can record everything, we can make everything sound real. So it's very powerful. All the things that you put into the game, if you get them to breathe the same air and everything, it can feel like it's actually there. One thing that is very similar to the work we have done for years is that it uses just physics. So this has always been a huge challenge, and we've been recording everything, trying to like, okay, so now this rock will fall down, and how big is the rock? How small is it? How heavy is it? What does it fall onto?
All those variables.
And you have to record all of that. Like, I drop a rock on wood. I drop it in sand. I drop it here. Then I take a bigger rock. I drop that. Then I take many rocks. I drop those. And this tedious work but you have to do it. It's the groundwork that has to be done. And these robots, it's just physics. And limbs. Okay, how do we do this? Okay, we need to measure all the joints and try to figure out what everything is going on inside of these robots. These are mechanical things. So we recorded mechanical things, hovering with drones and going up and down. And,
it only makes sense.
And we use table fans, and we put stuff in the table fans. So when you start to destroy the drones, and then we just put pens in the in the fans and all sorts of things in the fan and recorded that. So we're just
like
trying to extract all of this information. It's a challenge for sure.
Trying to break a fan. I'm gonna get you. Oh. Very good dodge.
Allow the things in there to be real. That's why we want to use, gradual destructions on the drones. You would shoot up a thruster, and that disables its ability to fly. Of course it does. It's physics talking back to you, and there's something fun to play with physics. You don't need a health bar to tell you that. You just saw it. And you can listen to that, and you can.
That's what I do respect about
those...
that is there is not a lot of numbers that you see when you're destroying things. It's not just like the health bar going down, like you're just physically watching it deteriorate and break down while also trying to fight to be alive. Like it's a crazy experience to be a part of.
Trust in the human ability to decode that, listening and looking, and not relying on a UI to tell you the actual truth of what's going on. I think that's also something we've kept in spirit of like pursuing this trust in players that they can decode a world and allow their own sort of affordances of how they think the world operates to inform their decision making. I think that's something we've been really adamant about keeping for the player.
There are certain things that you have to start thinking of working with rather than working against, right? Like when you find that, oh, it's so intuitive and compelling to be able to shoot a thruster off of a drone and see it like spin out and fly into a wall, and that's awesome and that feels great. But then we also have to be mindful of the fact that, well, if there are a lot of walls and not a lot of room for the enemy to fly around in, it's probably going to fly into that wall and die. And we have to be okay with that, right?
Yeah, it has been a trick, and we've, again, gone through a lot of iterations. We used to put very bright orange glowy weak points on them to be like, you shoot here, please. But one thing that kind of diminished was we actually have all of the enemies physically fly around using forces, and the thrusters on them are the things actually providing those movement vectors. So what that did was it kind of really diminished the fact that you could shear off a thruster and you'd see its flight start to wobble, or even it would knock itself into an object and explode. And what it turned into was shoot the thing with the health bar and then the whole drone explodes, and we kind of lost a lot of that. And it's also not the most interesting gameplay to just only shoot at weak points.
This is the
that sound right there was great.
Best game I've worked on for me, because it's a game about listening for things. I put so much work in all the Foley stuff, and now that you actually care about that, because now it's a game about listening and listening for other players. And so all the work we did early, because we built like a complete sandbox sort of audio engine type of thing. So now it shines, because now that's what the game is about. You're moving about, you're listening for things, because you really care about those things now, because everything is dangerous, and so you really want to know, like, is there someone there? Is there someone in the adjacent room? What is that person doing? You can hear them opening a locker and just going through the shelves and picking things up.
Players might choose this weapon because it's great for them in PvP. They're a player who can do really good flick aim and get a headshot cleanly, and that can be good for them in PvP, but maybe it doesn't serve them so well in fighting drones. So how can we bake in some more qualities to these weapons that give them a bit different specific purpose that you might choose to bring that? So for example, if you're
like a Witcher
who loves shotguns, that's great at close range, and it's great at things that are kind of generally unarmored unless you have like a slug round. So what if we then made our heavy caliber weapons penetrate drone armor very effectively? And now you're like, well, I don't actually like this breech loader rifle because it's slow and cumbersome, and if I miss, I'm reloading forever, but it will punch clean through a drone's armor. So that's, a choice I'm being afforded now to offset maybe the weak sides of the weapons I do prefer.
We add things to the weapons. I mean, if they look like something that has electrical moving things, then we add those little aspects to it as well. And all the weapons are built from different layers. We have the mechanics separated, this separated, that separated, the echo separated, all the sort of distances that we've been recording them. We split that up and fade it. What you hear when you fire a gun is a large amount of recordings that from the different angles and distances, and then we sort of put that together into a gun model. So
Airbud on VHS.
So if someone is firing from far away, you hear a far away gunshot of that caliber or whatever. So it's built out of 1,000 small parts.
Good shot.
And then you can also stick an electric motor in there, and it will just work with this whole model. It's very consistent, and you can sort of just distill everything, but they all come from the same source. So it becomes much easier to do something that sounds really believable.
Embark had established their new vision for Arc Raiders, a game that attempted to blend PvE with player-on-player combat, a game that attempted to blend the intimate exploration of their detailed levels with the tension of extraction shooters. But it was finding the right blend of all of this that was going to prove their biggest challenge.
In resetting Arc Raiders to this extraction game experience, the studio embarked on a difficult plan. These games are notoriously tough to balance, not just ensuring that players of all skill levels have a rewarding experience, but that people who play solo don't get swamped by those who play teams. That risk is rewarded without being overly cruel.
They're so thoughtful, aren't they? So crazy. What time is it? Oh my god. You suck. Why you gotta have a job, bro? Just quit. I just kidding. I'll do that. Oh, I need to look at something. 1 second. Let me look at something. Settings. Cannot see where I would be. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That the game can create tension around its goals without stunting player progress. In a single-player game, it's very easy to give players cookies for doing a good job. In most multiplayer games, skill and teamwork are the tools to winning. This is what makes a game like The Finals, a competitive round-based shooter, a good candidate for free-to-play. But in a game where players are going to require satisfying progression, where survival is so important, the team was really struggling to find this right balance between risk and reward. So before we can talk about progression, we need to first talk about the decision to drop free to play. This decision massively helped issues the team were having with the progression, because drip feeding content or artificially holding back progress felt at odds with the game. But putting a price tag on the experience was also going to present some challenges. So where did this decision come from, and how exactly did it change Arc Raiders?
It's actually in many ways made it drastically easier. In free-to-play, you need to, in some ways, make things a little stickier than they would be otherwise, take a little more time, a little more grind, just so players are more incentivized to, stay in and stick into those loops and keep playing your game, and then ideally are incentivized to then spend money on that game. So for this type of title, it made it kind of hard to respect the player's time in some of these areas around crafting or sessions and things like that, because we were almost had a hand on their forehead going, slow down a little bit, where it felt a little bad. So as soon as that decision came down, it made us able to make things take the amount of time that felt appropriate in a lot of ways. So crafting no longer has timers on it that you have to wait out, or the amounts of things we're asking you to collect are a little more rational, or match the effort and outcome match each other a little more precisely, and things like that. So it's helped a lot, but it does, on the other side, again, launching at a price point, we still need ways to monetize that doesn't feel predatory or things like that. So that's also been an interesting challenge.
It's a pure market. It's like, how do we adapt to what the market wants? A free-to-play game would attract a lot of players, and we can maybe get tens of millions of players for a while. But as we started building what would become the rebirth of Arc Raiders, we started looking at, it was actually the team started asking questions. Free-to-play, is this the right model for us?
One of the early tenets we set for ourselves is that we wanted to be more approachable than kind of the standard extraction shooter, which can result in just this poverty loop of I have nothing, I go in with my knife, I fail, I try again, and it is very tricky, right? Because anytime the game slaps you for doing PvP in a PvP game, that feels bad, right? So it is tricky, and there's kind of passive ways you can do it and active ways you can do it, and some of the passive ways is just leaning into some of the tenets of extraction games or similar, like you're expending resources, it's risk to you to do this fight because you don't know whether you're going to win, so you stand to lose. And having that fear of losing your stuff or losing that fight, hopefully, is something that gives a person pause. A more active solution is doing things like world activities, quests, or other types of challenges that don't necessarily require multiple people, but are greatly benefited from having multiple people doing it. So getting people to temporarily form alliances. And that's actually kind of our unicorn in some ways, is getting those tenuous alliances to happen organically. You can obviously party up deliberately and go in with your friends, but that's a very different dynamic than seeing somebody in the wild and feeling out the situation. We have a lot of nonverbal communication efforts that we've put into the game. So through our ping system, our emote system, things like that. So you can kind of convey a lot of meaning with one input.
I like both solo and groups. When I go with groups, I'm very aggressive, maybe way too much. I'm always the first one to die. But when I'm playing solo, I'm actually quite stealthy. I like that nature of the game, that you can actually decide what you want to do, right? So when I'm playing with the team, I try to every session put a different hat. Like sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna shoot, no questions asked. I will shoot first. And just to create that in the playtest as well, because that's how the game will be played. I think some players will be like, I don't know, they accumulated too much wealth, now they want to spend it, they're gonna go with all the weapons, everything, and they're gonna shoot at sight. And sometimes they'll be poor trying to get their stuff, sometimes they'll just want to do their quests. And I like the fact that our game allows for all of that.
To launch a new game today, irrespective of what platform you're on or what type of game it is, it's harder and harder and harder to break into kind of a critical mass that makes any financial sense. I think game developers out there are really scratching their heads thinking, I made a great game. And often you see today that if you've done a really good job, you'll see players jump on, they'll stay there for a while, but guess what? Then they drop out and go and do something else. A big component of that is due to the fact the game didn't have the attributes or instruments needed to retain the players. So it's on us as game developers, it's not the gamers' fault. You know, we need to do a better job of making sure that they have a need and a desire to stick around playing our game. And what can we learn from our previous games? Having gotten finals into the market, we saw a big peak, like a crazy amount of people, then we saw a drop off. Now, because of hard work, you know, we're seeing people return to the game and we're seeing a growth curve coming back. But I think it's always going to be in what's the long-term motivation for a player to play. It sits in the progression, in the meta layer, making sure that there are meaningful things to do in the game apart from just running around and shooting people. That's probably our biggest challenge and will remain our biggest challenge when we launch the game and after launch.
Primarily, I think our biggest concern right now is what does the end game look like? Because what often happens in these games is they either have a seasonal reset mechanic, so there's just always a clock on what you're doing, and then that tends to culminate in towards the end of that, players bringing all their best, shiniest things and just duking it out until the reset happens. And so there's been a lot of talks about how we actually handle that. What do we lean into for PvE? What types of events can we do? Seasonal storylines, things like that. So getting that shaped up, I think, is kind of what I'm most keen to figure out, because players even internally are like, well, I have amazing gear. My stash is full of amazing gear. I very rarely die. Nothing is asking me to use that. And part of the answer is the giant robots coming back in a form that makes sense for this game. But then what's the framework for highly skilled or highly wealthy players to then go and challenge themselves or be challenged by and earning additional awards? And we're going to have, you know, kind of the traditional things like battle passes and stuff where you can work through those, but what sort of extra motivation can we give to those players who need something to do?
We've covered a bunch of areas of design in this video, but there is one large mechanical elephant in the room: the machines themselves. In the first video in this series, I mentioned how one of the biggest technology investments the studio had made was in the locomotion technology driving the movement of these machines, a brand new way to create believable, intimidating enemies that adapted to having parts of their structures blown off. The struggle to get this technology to work was ongoing throughout the entire development of Arc Raiders, and continues today. So in the next episode in this series, we're going to explore how the arcs themselves were built, the technological struggles the teams have undergone to wrestle satisfying gameplay out of them, and what their groundbreaking technology means for the future of this game, and perhaps many more. See you then.
I can't wait. Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much to everybody that stopped by, chatted it up, hung out with your boy. Go ahead and end the stream now. Continue about